So due to the nature of the work I do, I keep a lot of folders full of images. And that could be things like mock-ups for things I've worked on in the past or uh, things that I might want to reference later for inspiration. I also use screenshots to keep notes of things that I might want to reference later. So for example, I was looking for an apartment recently, and one of the websites kept the amenities for the unit available only as a tooltip. So if I made a PDF of the page, for example, the tooltip wouldn't have been displayed and I wouldn't have been able to find this information later. So just make a quick screen grab of it, I can come find it later. The problem with that is if I were to do a search for any of the words in this image, so for example, amenities, this image doesn't show up because Spotlight can't actually read the words that are in the image. Spotlight can only read the name of the image and metadata for the image. So interestingly though, one of the pieces of metadata that it can read is this comments field. So if I were to pop open this file info window and leave myself a note for the future, some sort of keyword or phrase, any of the words I enter in here, if I did a search in the future, would make this image pop up, which is really convenient. And that got me thinking. So I ended up writing a script that will go through any folder you tell it to and will find all the words in the images in that folder, and we'll run OCR, and run optical character recognition to read through all the words it finds, then takes those words and puts them in the comments field for that image. So that means that you'll be able to type in any of the words in the image and find it via Spotlight in the future. So to see a quick example of that, pop open the script here. It's going to ask if I want to process PNGs or JPEGs. These are going to be PNGs. So I tell it this folder, and then we just sit back and watch. In a second here, we should see it will pop up with a, there we go, this little window here, progress indicator. And we can see it go through each of the images one by one as it does the processing. Gives us the name of the images processing as well, so if it gets caught on anything, we can find out what the culprit is and go and take care of things manually. And it's using this open source OCR engine called Tesseract, and I'm going to include instructions on how to get Tesseract up and running. It's really simple, just a couple lines into the terminal, and you should be off and running. And in a couple seconds here, this should wrap up, and we should be able to do another search. And there we go, it's all done. Another search for amenities here. Pop this back open. And sure enough, we actually have two results. We have this image that we were looking for, and we have another image which apparently also has the word amenities in it. And sure enough, the word amenities is hiding out right here. And if we were to go back to this image and pop open that inspector one more time, we see the comment section now says amenities for this unit, just like it says in the image. Light cabinetry with plank floors, so on and so forth. So it's not a perfect OCR engine. It will get confused by things every now and then, and try to turn graphics into into letters, but it does the heavy lifting of making the content of the image available to you as you are doing a search. So I hope this is useful, and this is available on GitHub. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much.